If you have a wedding to go to this summer or some kind of special occasion and you have no idea what to do with your curly hair, this is the video for you. I'm going to be sharing some really stylish but easy curly hairstyles that you can wear for any of these types of events, and I'm going to be sharing a few little hacks on how to get a little bit more thickness or volume in your hairstyles. Okay, this first look is a curly side bun. I think this is so elegant and perfect if it's really hot and you want your hair off your face. So I've pulled my hair round to one side and I'm leaving a few curls out at the front. And then from the other side, I'm gently twisting the hair, gathering more as I go, and I'm going all the way round to the back, and I'm just making sure that my hair is kind of going underneath that twist. And then I'm taking the twist all the way around to the other side. From here, I'm making sure not to lose grip of the twist, and I'm just tying my hair into a low side ponytail. Now what you see here is basically a cut up mesh donut. These donuts, when they're whole, are used to make more volume in a bun. But I thought if we cut it up, we could use it in a slightly different way. So I'm placing it on top of the side ponytail, and we're going to use this to help add more volume and texture to the bun. I also find the full donuts a bit too large sometimes, and it makes the updo a bit too circular for what I'm going for. Now you want to divide your ponytail up and make little twists, and one by one what you want to do is kind of curve the twist around into the piece of mesh and grip it in place with a bobby pin. There's no specific order to this or direction, you just want to make sure that you're going a different way each time so that you can fully cover the mesh and create a circular type bun. If a twist doesn't fully cover the section you want, then you can kind of pull it out a bit or simply start taking pieces of hair and kind of stack them on top of each other to patch up the rest of the mesh. You can choose to leave a few curls down if you like as well to give it a bit more of an effortless vibe. And this is the finished look. I absolutely love this. I think it's so elegant. Okay, this next look is essentially an upgraded, perfect, curly, messy bun. I absolutely love this one. Now, I know it's hard sometimes to get the right proportions when it comes to a curly updo, so to make things easier, what I'm doing is putting my hair into a half updo first. Bear with me, it's going to help us manage the proportions of the hairstyle. Once you've tied this, you want to put this into a messy bun as you see here and just wrap over a hairband. You can do this twice if you need, but you'll see in a minute how you probably only need to do this once. This part does not need to be neat, it's actually easier if it's a little bit messy like you see here. Now this bottom section, twist it on the side and then we're going to loop it into a slightly neater bun than the top, only slightly. So you're doing the same thing as the top, but we just twisted it first to get it a bit more snatched. And now we're taking bobby pin grips and we're gripping the updo into place. So we're now making it a little bit more neater. And again, there's no rules with this. The beauty is it looks a little bit different every time. I'm just taking the mirror and looking at the back to see which curls have just naturally fallen out. And I think leaving these will make the look a little bit more effortless, but you can pin them up if you want a bit more of a neater look. This next hairstyle is perfect if you found the two first ones confusing at all and you want something even more simple. Go with this one. This look is going to be our standard half updo, but to give a little bit more volume, what we're going to do is take the mesh thing that we used earlier that I've cut up from the donut bun, and we're going to place it under the ponytail using some bobby pin grips to grip it in place, and this is going to give us some volume. As you see, it just elevates the hairstyle really nicely and it stops your ponytail going flat. I used to use claw clips to do this, but I know they can be uncomfortable for people, especially if you're leaning back. And this piece of mesh is actually really comfortable in the hair. Just make sure you lock it in place. I absolutely love this look. As always, it's such a simple one, but so pretty. For this next look, I went for a chunky plait, but with a braided accent and a little accessory. So I start off by taking these side pieces of hair, these are essentially where my sideburns are, and I start plaiting these all the way down. To make them a little bit thicker, you can just pull them out slightly if you feel like the braid won't be too visible in the hair. I measure the braid at the back just to see where I'll need to tie it at the front. Once you've tied them together at the front, you want to loop those two front pieces of hair underneath, and then you want to loop the plaits over your head to the back. Now this is its own style in itself. You can honestly just leave your hair like this. I've actually shared this quite a lot on my channel. But for this specific look, we're going to make the plait. I'm taking this really cute silver clip and we're going to accessorize with this. I'm taking some hair from the sides because I have long layers here. So I'm locking them in place with the clip. And now I'm plaiting the rest of my hair into a plait. I'm leaving a few curls out at the bottom and securing with a small elastic at the end. You can also pull the braid out slightly to make it look a bit thicker. And this is the final look. I love this one so much. I think it's so pretty. When I've finished styling my hair and after I've put my hair in a hairstyle, I will nearly always use the Flawless Finish hairspray from Curlsmith. You can get a flexible hold version or a strong hold version. These will also be linked in the description. If I ever want to refresh my hair, especially if I'm traveling, I will take this mini Miracle Shield. It's actually a heat protectant as well, so it's perfect if you're out in the sun. And then I'll take this curl defining styling souffle, which is a stronghold gel from Curlsmith. I find this moisturizing so it doesn't dry my hair out, but it's really good at getting rid of frizz, so it's quite good for slicking your hair back. Two other travel size products you can use are the Only Curls Hydrating Curl Cream and their Enhancing Curl Gel. They're really lightweight and I've used both of these to slick my hair back and refresh my hair when I've been traveling. Then another option, if you actually need to help refresh your curls in some kind of hairstyle, or even if you're just leaving them down, these two from Umberto Giannini are a great option. The Curl Jelly Refresh Spray or their Curl Whip Mousse are really good at bringing curl back into the hair. And if you're wanting to accessorize for some kind of event or wedding coming up, I highly recommend going to Claire's Accessories if you have one near you, or maybe you can look online, because if you're going with a really simple hairstyle and you're wanting to dress it up a bit, you can just add something like this in and it will really add a bit more extra sparkle and dress it up a bit more. Then in terms of tools, this is the donut I was referring to, but it's in a different color, and I just cut them up to make bits of mesh to put in my hair, basically a little DIY project for you. My favorite tool to smooth frizz is this Bounce Curl smoothing brush. I just use a little bit of gel with it or some hairspray and it's perfect at slicking your hair. Bounce Curl also sell this comb and I love it to make that really neat parting. And then whenever you see me tying my hair up, whether it's a half updo, a ponytail, whatever, or making a bun, I'm using these elastics. I will put on the screen the name of the brand, but if you can't get these, then I highly recommend trying these silk scrunchies from Curlfriend Collective. These are also quite small and they're perfect to be hidden in hairstyles if you're doing buns or ponytails. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments if you try any of these styles.